Hey guys, welcome back to Kentucky Plant Daddy. This is going to just be me repotting my Syngonium Aurea, and we're going to kind of see what's going on. I took some cuttings a few weeks back and they're rooted out in ponds, so here are the cuttings. It's really cute plant. I love it. I don't want it to go sour. The mother plant is here, and the reason why we're going to repot it is that I want to put the cuttings and the mother plant back together to make a fuller plant, but also my mother plant's giving me a few signs that it's ready for an up pot. And those signs are that I got a little brown spot there. I don't know if you can see it. And then let's see, there's one of these leaves. Yeah, this leaf has some yellowing around the edges that are not like the Aurea color. It's like the I'm not doing so well yellow. So those are some signs that are showing me that my plant's no longer completely happy like it was. This mother plant is in Leca, and it has a large root system that is hanging out in the reservoir, maybe a little too much. I'm not sure. I can already tell you that I'm not going to be able to pull these roots out because like all of these secondary roots, I don't want to damage them. So I'm probably going to have to cut this to get my plant free. So I'm going to grab some scissors and a towel, and I'm not sure. Yeah, that'll be a good size up. So I'm going to size it up to this size container, and we'll just have to see how my Aurea likes its new little situation. So let me grab a few more things and we will begin this repot. I'm going to keep the Leca from the mother plant and mix it with Lechuza pond, so it'll still be in a semi-hydro setup. It'll just be a mix of Leca and pond. Right now I'm just out of Leca. Okay guys, I got my towel put down and I grabbed my handy dandy scissors. So what I'm going to do first is just transfer some of this Leca that's on top into the bottom of my net pot here that I'm going to transition to, because the holes on the bottom are just a little bit bigger than pond, and I don't want all my pond to just like fall through. So I'm going to put like a little base layer of this Leca down first and then start adding in some pond. The Leca does not hold any nutrients, so if you plant in all Leca, make sure that you're using a semi-hydroponic fertilizer. I use a 3-in-1 system. I already have some pre-mixed fertilizer water here. If you are planting in pure pond, there is slow release fertilizer in pond, so you don't necessarily have to fertilize on top of it in the beginning for like the first 4 to 6 months probably, and then you can switch to fertilizer water. I prefer to fertilize anyway, just because it's growing season right now and all these plants just like a little extra boost. So this is my base layer of Leca in here just to cover the bottom. And so I usually, while my plants are growing vigorously, I still try to fertilize even though there's already fertilizer in the pond. So then I'm just going to add some pond, and then I'm going to pull my mother plant out, and we are going to see what we can do here with the scissors. I don't care very much about this nursery pot because you hear the Leca dropping. It's from like the Dollar Tree. I got like an entire sleeve of them for basically no money. So I don't really mind that I have to cut it. Like if it was a clear nursery pot, I probably would try not to cut it because I like the clear nursery pots best. Oh, it's coming out. Okay, good. So you see how my root system has all this leca attached to it? We're just going to leave it alone. The whole point of this is to just like not disturb the root system that much. So I'm going to put it down in here where it already has like a layer of leca and pon, and then I'm going to pull my cuttings out of this pon and kind of put around it. So let's see what we can do. Okay. So we got the cuttings out. And you can see there's a growth, roots and a growth point. Roots, growth point, pushing me a little leaf already. Roots, and already has given me a little baby leaf. So we're just gonna plop these down in here somewhere, wherever they fit. I'm going to try to face them the same way. Cute. And then I'm just going to use the pon that they were already potted up with as the first layer. I try to reuse my pon and leca as much as possible because that's the whole point. They are a little expensive like up front. But in the long run, like if you're reusing it, it ends up being cheaper than soil because you can just clean it with, usually I give it like a hydrogen peroxide soak and then just rinse it off and reuse it. I don't have any problems with like root rot or anything related to that. And honestly, if you start your plants semi-hydroponically, they usually don't have a terrible issue with root rot in my experience so far. I know that every plant's going to be a little bit different, but that's just kind of what I have found. So I'm just going to add this as a base layer back around. Kind of pat that down some. And basically, you just want to make sure that you have enough of everything that all your roots are getting covered, because you don't want them to dry out and then get wet, because that is like the biggest thing that kind of can give your roots trouble, is that you let them get dry and then you get them wet. That's like kind of a recipe for not good things, mostly rot. Add a little bit more. So we're just backfilling at this point some of the spaces that aren't clearly covering up the roots. And I'm going to watch the mother plant as well, because she's not used to being in pon. She is a Leca girl, but I have not had issues going like from semi-hydroponic medium to semi-hydroponic medium, like from pon to Leca or from Leca to pon. Usually my biggest issues are going from soil to semi-hydro. So we are going to see, hopefully that trend continues as I pot this plant up. This is one of the first quote unquote rare. It's not like a rare, like it doesn't really matter, but this is one of the first plants that I bought that is like variegated, and it was like a $60 plant for like a 2-leaf cutting, and it's grown for me really good this summer. And now that it's just showing me some signs of unhappiness, I just want to make sure that I'm doing whatever's necessary to get my plant to be happy again. So now that I have my plant repotted, we are going to add some fertilizer water. So I have it in a jug here. Oh wait, I bought a new watering can. I'm going to use it real quick. Bright light. Okay. I just bought this watering can because I needed something with like a thin nozzle to get to like some of my plants without having to reorganize and move everything around. So I know that I don't need to use this watering can right now, but I just want to anyway. So that's what we're going to do. New watering can, and then I'm just going to kind of spread this out. It doesn't really matter that you like wet your medium like how it is in soil. You want to make sure that you like spread the water to where all your medium is wet. You don't have to worry as much about that with semi-hydroponic because the water gathers in your reservoir and then backs up and kind of wicks through your soilless medium up to your plant's roots. So it's not as important of a thing for semi-hydroponic setups, but I kind of like to distribute it and make sure that my plant's roots all get touched. And then I lift it up and look down at the bottom. You can see this is gross already because all the dust from the pond, but I've never noticed a problem from that, and I just leave it as it is and change it out every 2 weeks. But it seemed like a good level for this pot size. So I potted this up. I think that I'll have to repot this again before winter because the rate of growth on this plant is so quick. But I am hoping that between now and before the growing season ends, that I see this plant perk up, give me some nice growth, and we'll see what happens. This should be the end of my video. If you guys have questions, then please comment below. I'm going to leave my Instagram stuff down here like I usually do, and you guys make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm very happy to get to show you my plants and show you what's going on. I especially like videos like this now that I've done my introduction to my collection video, because I think that it's important for everyone out there to know that like you're going to have setbacks and all your plants aren't going to look perfect, and you're going to have to chop stuff up, and you're going to have to rehabilitate stuff. And that doesn't mean that you're not doing things good. It just means that you are a normal houseplant keeper, and that is what is going to have to happen. The longer that you keep plants, the longer that you're going to learn the care that they like. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.